All right, let's talk Reivers. All right, my Deathwatch Reivers are done. Okay, so let's talk black armor first. So I said I was going to do a video on my black armor, and I didn't, and I'm not going to because I'm really not into making painting videos right now. But I will make a playlist of the videos that I kind of referenced and then do the paint recipe. But I'll just kind of pick, I think, probably this guy or this guy, just to kind of show you what I did. And I ended up mostly using these guys as almost test models for the entire rest of the army. So we'll see kind of how that works out, but I did arrive on something that I enjoyed. All right, so chapter pads. So this Imperial Fist chapter pad, my wife actually did. I did the circle, which is why it's kind of the crappiest part of it. And then the fist piece, my wife did with a micron pen because she has legitimate artistic talent. These other ones, I actually tried to cheat them with decals. So you can see the decal here for my Iron Knight didn't set well. But I decided not to change that one because I removed the decals that I originally put in these guys, and that was a bear. So I wouldn't advise that again. This is a skull from Command Squad, and didn't come out great. So I think in the future I'm just going to have to learn how to freehand. But Sam Lenz has a really good video on how to freehand skulls, so I'll practice that. This was actually the one that is my favorite because it's a campaign badge, which is the skull with the yellow circle around it, and then I painted over the circle to make this a Sons of Medusa. And it looks a little bit rough close up, but 2 feet away, it's pretty good, and that's my first real attempt at freehanding, and I think I did okay. Yeah, so there you go. I'm going to play more with using some decals to help, and then I'm probably just going to practice freehanding. There's those guys, really happy with them. All right, the Sergeant I'd actually painted forever ago for Kill Team, but with the in 9th edition they changed the Reaver Sergeants so that they can have the bolt carbine and the bolt pistol and a knife. So this hand actually had a knife on it, so I cut that off. I glued a sheath in there, and then if you are familiar with the Reaver kit, they don't actually have a hand that's holding the gun with this hand. This hand came from a Vanguard veteran hand holding a pistol, and I didn't pin it very well, but it turns out, like, I knew that the heads and the shoulder pads on the Primaris Marines were the same size as the Mini Marines, but I was wondering, like, is the hand gonna fit? And it actually does. It's the same size because the Mini Marines are heroic scale, so their shoulder pads, heads, and hands are bigger, and Primaris Marines are true scale, and so the true scale Primaris Marine, the heroic scale hand will fit on a true scale Primaris Marine, so that was pretty exciting. I just cut the top off, so that trigger, that finger trigger, that's actually from the pistol, and then I cut the hand off this and glued it on, pinned that in, and it worked out great. So I'm pretty excited about him. So there you go. There's my Reivers Sergeant with all his guns and his other 5 dudes. Before you ask me, Josh, why'd you put Reivers in your army? They're not very good. It's because it's the models that I had. So, yeah, there's that. All right, I got a few more things to do with a few more guys before I'm ready to show you the whole army. But when I get all that done, I will show you the whole army. Okay, yeah, have a good one.